I need to be honest with you. I have been shopping at dollar stores for over a decade, and I have watched prices quietly creep up on items that used to be absolute steals. But here is what nobody is talking about. Starting in April, major dollar store chains are rolling out new pricing structures, and 13 items that have been $1 for years are about to jump to 3, 4, even $5. I am not talking about temporary shortages or seasonal price hikes. This is permanent restructuring. And here's the crazy part. Right now, today, these items are still sitting on dollar store shelves at the old prices. While everyone is shopping at big box stores paying premium prices, these 13 items are available for literal pennies on the dollar. Number 9 on this list will save you over $200 a year if you stock up now. And when I tell you about number 4, you are going to kick yourself for not knowing this sooner. If you want more money-saving strategies that actually work, hit that subscribe button right now, because I share this kind of insider information every single week. Here is what is happening behind the scenes. Dollar stores have been absorbing supplier cost increases for the past 2 years, keeping prices at $1 to maintain their brand promise. But internal memos that leaked last month show they cannot sustain it anymore. April is when the hammer drops. Let's get into the 13 items you need to grab before it is too late. Item number 1 is cleaning supplies, specifically all-purpose spray cleaners. Right now, you can walk into any dollar store and grab a 32-ounce bottle of all-purpose cleaner for $1. The same size bottle at a grocery store runs you $4.50. But here is what is changing. The new pricing memo shows these are jumping to $3 in April. That is a 200% increase overnight. I learned this from a store manager I have known for years. She pulled me aside last month and told me to stock up now. So I bought 20 bottles. That is a year's supply for my household. Here is why this matters more than you think. Cleaning supplies are one of those things you do not realize how much you use until you run out. And when you're paying $4.50 per bottle, it adds up fast. 20 bottles at the current dollar store price cost me $20. Those same 20 bottles after April will cost $60 at the dollar store or $90 at regular stores. I just saved myself $40 to $70 by buying now. The storage is simple. Keep them in a cool, dry place under your sink or in a storage closet. They do not expire if stored properly. I have bottles that are 2 years old, and they still work perfectly. Here's my strategy. I use these for everything. Kitchen counters, bathroom sinks, floors, windows. One bottle lasts me about 3 weeks with regular use. Pro tip, buy the unscented versions. They are just as effective, and you can add your own essential oils if you want a specific scent. Do the math on your own household. If you use 1 bottle per month, that is 12 bottles a year. At current prices, that is $12. After April, that is $36. Over 5 years, you're looking at saving over $100 just on this one item. Look, grocery prices are rising faster than most people can keep up with. I have done the math for you and put together a free emergency pantry blueprint that lists the exact 15 items you must keep, which you can buy from any store. It can feed your family for 2 weeks and cost less than takeout. You can grab the list for free at the link in description so you can stop worrying and start prepping. Item number 2 is aluminum foil. This one surprised me because I never thought of aluminum foil as a dollar store staple, but it absolutely is. Right now, dollar stores carry rolls of aluminum foil, usually around 25 square feet, for $1. The equivalent at grocery stores costs $3 to $4. But here's the kicker. Aluminum prices have skyrocketed globally. The new dollar store pricing shows foil jumping to $2.50 per roll in April. I talked to a distribution manager who confirmed that aluminum products are among the hardest hit by the new pricing structure. Here is why you need to care. Aluminum foil is not just for cooking. In my house, we use it for food storage, lining baking sheets, covering leftovers, and even for non-kitchen uses like sharpening scissors or scrubbing pots. I went through my usage last year, and my family uses about 1 roll per month. That is 12 rolls annually. At $1 each, that is $12 per year. After April at $2.50 each, that is $30 per year. And if I was buying at grocery store prices, I would be paying $36 to $48 per year. By stocking up now, I bought 24 rolls for $24. That is a 2-year supply. After April, those same 24 rolls would cost me $60 at the dollar store or up to $96 at regular stores. I just saved myself $36 to $72. Storage is easy. Foil does not expire or degrade. Just keep it in a dry place. I stack my rolls in a plastic bin in my pantry. Here is a bonus hack. If you do a lot of grilling or meal prep, foil is essential. Having a stockpile means you never run out during a cookout or a holiday meal prep. The peace of mind alone is worth it. Item number 3 is Ziploc-style storage bags. All right, number 3 is one of those items you use constantly but never think about until you run out. Plastic storage bags. Right now, dollar stores sell boxes of 40 to 50 bags for $1. Sandwich bags, quart size, gallon size, all $1. Compare that to grocery stores where a box of 40 bags costs $3 to $5. The new pricing structure shows these jumping to $2 per box starting in April. Here is why this is huge. Storage bags are one of those things you go through faster than you realize. Packing lunches, storing leftovers, organizing small items, freezing food. My family goes through about 2 boxes per month. That is 24 boxes per year. At current prices, that is $24 annually. After April at $2 per box, that jumps to $48. At grocery store prices, I would be paying $72 to $120 per year. I bought 50 boxes last week for $50. That is a 2-year supply. After April, those same 50 boxes would cost $100 at the dollar store. I just saved myself $50, and that is conservative. Here is my storage method. I keep them in a large plastic tote in my garage. They do not degrade or expire. I have bags that are 3 years old, and they work perfectly. Pro tip: buy a variety of sizes. I grab sandwich bags for kids' lunches, quart size for snacks and small leftovers, and gallon size for bulk storage and freezing. The versatility is incredible. And here is something most people do not think about. Storage bags are great for organizing non-food items. Screws, batteries, craft supplies, travel toiletries. Having a massive stockpile means I always have the right size for whatever I need. Item number 4 is over-the-counter medications. Okay, number 4 is where things get serious. Over-the-counter medications at dollar stores. Right now, you can buy generic pain relievers, antihistamines, antacids, and cold medicine for $1 per box. These are the exact same active ingredients as name brands that cost $8 to $12 at pharmacies. I am talking identical formulations. The FDA requires generics to have the same active ingredients at the same dosages. But here is what is changing. The new pricing structure shows OTC medications, jumping to $3 to $4 per box in April. That is a 300% to 400% increase. A pharmacist friend told me this is because of new supplier contracts and increased shipping costs hitting dollar stores hard. Here is the math that will blow your mind. A box of generic ibuprofen at the dollar store right now contains 24 tablets for $1. The name brand at a pharmacy contains 24 tablets for $9. After April, that same dollar store box will be $3.50. I stocked up on pain relievers, allergy medication, antacids, and cold medicine. I spent $40 and got a year's supply for my family. After April, that same stockpile would cost me $140. I just saved $100. Storage is critical here. Keep medications in a cool, dry place away from sunlight. I use a dedicated plastic bin in my linen closet. Check expiration dates. But here's a secret. Most OTC medications remain effective for years past their expiration date. The military did studies showing most medications retain 90% effectiveness, even 5 years after expiration. I am not saying ignore expiration dates, but I am saying do not panic if you have extras. Here's my rotation system. I organize by expiration date, oldest in front. As I use them in daily life, I am constantly rotating stock. Nothing goes to waste. And here's the real value. When someone in your family gets a headache or allergies hit, you are not running to the pharmacy paying $9. You are grabbing a box from your stockpile that costs you $1. Item number 5 is batteries. Number 5 is something every household needs constantly: batteries. Right now, dollar stores sell packs of AA, AAA, C, D, and 9-volt batteries for $1. Usually, you get 4 AA or AAA batteries per pack. At big box stores, that same 4-pack costs $5 to $7. But starting in April, dollar store batteries are jumping to $2.50 per pack. Here is why this matters. Batteries run everything: remote controls, flashlights, kids' toys, clocks, smoke detectors. My household goes through about 2 packs per month. That is 24 packs per year. At $1 each, that is $24 annually. After April at $2.50 each, that jumps to $60. At regular retail, I would be paying $120 to $168 per year. I bought 48 packs last week for $48. That is a 2-year supply. After April, those same 48 packs would cost $120 at the dollar store. I just saved $72. Here is how I store them. I keep batteries in a clear plastic bin organized by size. AA in one section, AAA in another, and so on. Batteries last for years if stored properly. Keep them in a cool, dry place, and they will retain their charge. Pro tip: buy rechargeable batteries and a charger for high-drain devices like gaming controllers. But for low-drain devices like remote controls and clocks, regular alkaline batteries from the dollar store are perfect. Here is the peace of mind factor. When a smoke detector starts beeping at 2 a.m. because a battery is dying, I am not scrambling. I have a stockpile ready to go. Item number 6 is trash bags. All right, number 6 is something you never think about until you run out. Trash bags. Right now, dollar stores sell boxes of 10 to 15 trash bags for $1. Kitchen-size, tall kitchen, even lawn-size bags. At grocery stores, a similar count costs $4 to $6. Starting in April, these are jumping to $2.25 per box at dollar stores. Here is the math. My family uses about 1 trash bag per day. That is 365 bags per year, or roughly 30 boxes, if each box contains 12 bags. At $1 per box, that is $30 annually. After April at $2.25 per box, that is $67.50. At grocery store prices, I would be paying $120 to $180 per year. I bought 60 boxes for $60. That is a 2-year supply. After April, those same 60 boxes would cost $135. I just saved $75. Storage is simple. Trash bags do not expire or degrade. I stack boxes in my garage on a shelf. They take up minimal space. Here's a pro tip: buy a variety of sizes. I get small bags for bathroom trash cans, medium for kitchen, and large for outdoor bins. Having the right size for each job means I am not wasting big bags on small trash cans. And here is something people overlook. Trash bags are useful beyond trash. I use them for storing seasonal clothes, as makeshift rain ponchos, for lining moving boxes, and even for yard work. Having a massive stockpile means I always have them on hand for whatever need comes up. Item number 7 is dish soap. Number 7 is a kitchen essential that you use every single day. Dish soap. Right now, dollar stores sell bottles of dish soap, usually around 10 to 12 ounces, for $1. Grocery stores charge $2.50 to $4 for the same size. But in April, dollar store dish soap is jumping to $2 per bottle. Here is why this is significant. Dish soap is non-negotiable. You use it multiple times per day. My family goes through about 1 bottle per month. That is 12 bottles per year. At $1 each, that is $12 annually. After April at $2 each, that is $24. At grocery stores, I would be paying $30 to $48 per year. I bought 24 bottles for $24. That is a 2-year supply. After April, those same 24 bottles would cost $48. I just saved $24. And if I was buying at grocery stores, I saved up to $72. Storage is easy. Dish soap has a long shelf life. I keep bottles under my kitchen sink and overflow in my laundry room. I have bottles that are over a year old, and they work perfectly. Here's a pro tip. Dish soap is incredibly versatile beyond dishes. I use it to spot clean laundry stains, wash my car, clean greasy tools, and even make DIY household cleaners. One bottle of dish soap mixed with water and vinegar makes an amazing all-purpose cleaner. And here's the kicker. Dollar store dish soap works just as well as name brands. I have used both, and I honestly cannot tell the difference. You are paying for the name and fancy packaging at grocery stores. Item number 8 is laundry detergent. Number 8 is a big one because it is one of the highest cost household items. Laundry detergent. Right now, dollar stores sell small bottles of liquid laundry detergent, enough for about 10 loads for $1. At grocery stores, detergent costs anywhere from $8 to $15 for a bottle that does 40 loads. Do the math, and dollar store detergent is a steal. But here is what is changing. Starting in April, dollar store laundry detergent is jumping to $2.50 per bottle. That is a 150% increase. Here's the math. My family does about 6 loads of laundry per week. That is roughly 312 loads per year. If each dollar store bottle does 10 loads, I need about 31 bottles annually. At $1 each, that is $31 per year. After April at $2.50 each, that is $77.50. At grocery store prices for equivalent loads, I would be paying $60 to $120 per year. I bought 60 bottles last month for $60. That is nearly a 2-year supply. After April, those same 60 bottles would cost $150. I just saved $90. Here is how I store it. I keep detergent bottles in a plastic bin in my laundry room. Make sure the caps are tight so nothing leaks. Detergent lasts indefinitely if stored properly. I have bottles that are over a year old, and they still clean perfectly. Pro tip. You can stretch detergent further by using less per load. Most people use way more than necessary. I use half the recommended amount, and my clothes come out just as clean. This effectively doubles the number of loads per bottle. Here's another hack. Buy unscented detergent and add your own essential oils if you want a specific scent. It is cheaper and you control exactly what goes on your clothes. Item number 9 is paper towels. All right. Number 9 is a household staple that adds up fast. Paper towels. Right now, dollar stores sell single rolls of paper towels for $1. At grocery stores, a single roll costs $2 to $3. But in April, dollar store paper towels are jumping to $2.25 per roll. Here is why this is a big deal. Paper towels are something you do not realize how much you use until you track it. My family goes through about 1 roll per week. That is 52 rolls per year. At $1 each, that is $52 annually. After April at $2.25 each, that is $117. At grocery stores, I would be paying $104 to $156 per year. I bought 100 rolls for $100. That is nearly a 2-year supply. After April, those same 100 rolls would cost $225 at the dollar store. I just saved $125. Storage is straightforward. Paper towels do not expire. I stack them in my garage on shelves. They take up space, but the savings are worth it. Here's a pro tip. Reduce your paper towel usage by switching to reusable cloths for some tasks. I use microfiber cloths for cleaning counters and washing dishes. This has cut my paper towel usage in half. But for messy jobs like cleaning up spills, raw meat prep, or greasy messes, paper towels are essential. Having a huge stockpile means I never run out. And here is something people overlook. Paper towels are useful beyond the kitchen. I use them in my garage for cleaning tools, in the bathroom for quick cleanups, and even for craft with my kids. Item number 10 is toothpaste. Number 10 is a personal care essential that everyone needs. Toothpaste. Right now, dollar stores sell tubes of toothpaste for $1. These are usually smaller tubes, around 2.5 to 4 ounces, but the quality is identical to name brands. At grocery stores, a similar size tube costs $3 to $5, but in April, dollar store toothpaste is jumping to $2.50 per tube. Here's the math. Each person in my household uses about one tube every 2 months. For a family of 4, that is 24 tubes per year. At $1 each, that is $24 annually. After April at $2.50 each, that is $60. At grocery stores, I would be paying $72 to $120 per year. I bought 48 tubes for $48. That is a 2-year supply. After April, those same 48 tubes would cost $120. I just saved $72. Storage is simple. Toothpaste tubes do not expire quickly. I keep them in a plastic bin in my bathroom closet. I have tubes that are over a year old, and they work perfectly. Here is a pro tip. Check the active ingredient. Most dollar store toothpaste contains fluoride, the same as name brands. You are getting the same cavity protection for a fraction of the price. And here's the peace of mind factor. When someone in your family runs out of toothpaste, you are not making a special trip to the store. You just grab a tube from your stockpile. Item number 11 is sponges and scrubbers. Number 11 is something you replace constantly. Kitchen sponges and scrubbers. Right now, dollar stores sell packs of sponges, usually 3 to 5 per pack, for $1. At grocery stores, a similar pack costs $3 to $5, but in April, these are jumping to $2 per pack at dollar stores. Here is why this matters. Sponges wear out fast. You should replace them every week or 2 for hygiene reasons. My household goes through about 2 sponges per month. That is 24 sponges per year, or roughly 6 packs if each pack contains 4 sponges. At $1 per pack, that is $6 annually. After April at $2 per pack, that is $12. At grocery stores, I would be paying $18 to $30 per year. I bought 50 packs for $50. That is over an 8-year supply. After April, those same 50 packs would cost $100. I just saved $50. Storage is easy. Sponges do not expire. I keep them in a plastic bin under my kitchen sink. Here is a pro tip. Sanitize your sponges between uses to extend their life. I microwave mine for 1 minute while damp. This kills bacteria and makes them last longer. But even with sanitizing, you need to replace them regularly, which is why having a massive stockpile is so valuable. Item number 12 is food storage containers. Number 12 is something every kitchen needs. Plastic food storage containers. Right now, dollar stores sell sets of containers with lids for $1. Usually you get 2 to 3 containers per pack. At grocery stores, similar containers cost $5 to $10 per set. But in April, these are jumping to $3 per pack at dollar stores. Here's the value. Food storage containers are essential for meal prep, storing leftovers and packing lunches. I go through containers constantly because lids get lost or containers get stained. At $1 per pack, I can afford to replace them regularly. I bought 30 packs for $30. After April, those same 30 packs would cost $90. I just saved $60. Storage is simple. I stack the containers in a cabinet and keep lids organized in a separate bin. Here is a pro tip. Use these for non-food storage too. I organize screws, nails, craft supplies, and small toys in these containers. They are incredibly versatile. Item number 13 is candles and lighters. All right, number 13 is an emergency essential. Candles and lighters. Right now, dollar stores sell packs of candles or multi-packs of lighters for $1. At grocery stores, candles cost $3 to $6 each, and lighters are $2 to $3. But in April, these are jumping to $2.50 at dollar stores. Here is why this is critical. Candles and lighters are necessities during power outages. I keep a stockpile for emergencies. I bought 50 candles and 30 lighters for $80 total. After April, that same stockpile would cost $200. I just saved $120. Storage is simple. Keep them in a cool, dry place away from heat sources. I have a dedicated bin in my garage. Here is the bottom line. These 13 items are about to get significantly more expensive. If you stock up now, you're locking in savings that will add up to hundreds, even thousands of dollars over the next few years. Hit that subscribe button for more money-saving strategies. Drop a comment telling me which items you are stocking up on first. Next week, I am revealing the biggest dollar store ripoff you should never buy. You do not want to miss that.